Let's talk Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets,
got the MVP James Harden.
Yes, they have the MVP James Harden. Actually, no, I take that back.
Oh my god,
they don't have the MVP James Harden.
Oh my god,
Giannis is the MVP right now. Giannis is the MVP right now. Giannis is the MVP right now.
You really just do not like the Rockets. You literally
no. It's not. It's not about liking the Rockets.
You legit don't like
wait a
the
minute.
Rockets.
Wait a minute.
You
Wait a
legit
minute.
don't
Wait a
like
minute.
them.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Russ was the MVP last year, right? What seed was his team? What seed was his team?
Having a better year.
What seed was his team?
Fifth.
The Bucks are now the 5th seed in the East. They are 8-2 since Jason Kidd got fired. Giannis Antetokounmpo right now is currently number 2 in the NBA in terms of points. He's averaging 10 rebounds a game and got a 28.96 PER on his team, and he ain't got nobody on that team that's anywhere near as good as the second best player on the Rockets.
That's cool.
Or the third best player on the Rockets.
That's cool. No.
So no, stop.
Harden out there giving you 31, 9, 1, and 5.
I'm fine with that, but Giannis is the MVP to me. I'm sorry, he is. Is he not working with way less than James Harden is?
Yeah,
Lie to yourself.
And usually,
and his coach just got fired.
Usually, I would agree with you. But Harden is also having as good of a statistical
Giannis is also
year.
shooting 53.9% from the field.
And Harden's shooting 45 and 38% from 3, and he's taking 10 threes a game, shooting 38%.
That ain't Giannis is taking 1.7 threes
Harden
a game.
Is having
and is only averaging 2 points less.
Harden is having statistically just as good of a year as Giannis. The man is almost averaging 30 and 10 basically.
But
30, 10, and
Giannis
5.
is working with less. If you take
but
Giannis
when the stats
off,
are close,
okay, fine. That's my question. Most valuable player, right? What does most valuable player mean to you?
Who does the most for their team?
Okay, so take James Harden off of this Houston Rockets team. Are they still a playoff team? Lie to yourself.
Yeah, but
are they
like
still
6?
not? Okay,
yeah, like
still
6, 7.
Take Giannis off of this Bucks team. Are they a playoff team? No, stop it. They're a lottery team. Exactly. Most valuable player, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Look.
Yes.
Wait.
Same thing with Russ last year. You take Russ off that team, like you told me, they end up fucking lottery.
A triple double. That's why
it don't
Russ
matter. The man is averaging 20. The man is averaging 28 and 10.
And Harden is averaging 31 and 9 and 5 with damn near 2 steals a game.
With a way better and
basically
deeper
the same
team.
stats.
No, it's not basically. They literally 1 and 2 in terms of PER. You take Giannis off of this Bucks team, they are a lottery team. You take James Harden off of this Rockets team, they are still a playoff team in the West. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Give it to the kid.
I believe in giving the MVP to a person who has done more with less, when the person who has done more with less stats are better than the person who is on the best team. His stats are not better than Harden's stats.
Harden is not on the best team, though. He's on the second best team.
Whatever. Top 2 teams, whatever. Harden is the MVP. Regardless, this Rockets team, again, I think they added, they did add Joe Johnson.
Yes.
He's gonna, I don't know exactly, I guess it just gives him another ball handler to have, really.
Yes, so now the Rockets, a depth chart, I actually just had it up a second ago. But the Rockets, depth chart is essentially they have Eric Gordon, they have Chris Paul, they have Gerald Green, they have Joe Johnson, they have PJ Tucker, they have Trevor Ariza, they have Clint Capella, they have Nene, and they have Luke Mbamute. And they also
are adding Brandon Wright.
And they're adding Brandon Wright. This team is
crazy.
This team is the deepest team in the league.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. When we talk about the Warriors in the next segment, we'll kind of get into this whole Rockets team. But this Rockets team
crazy.
Okay, look, I'll put it this way. I was not sold on the Rockets. I was not. I was also not sold on the Thunder until I saw over these past month the Warriors played the Rockets and the Thunder. And the Warriors, I don't care what anybody says. They can call them bored all they want to. Yes, they might be bored. Yes, they are still easily the best team in the NBA, period. And they still have the best record in the NBA. So, yes, but we're calling them bored, right? We're saying that they're bored, and they've only lost 13 games this year. And the Rockets have been trying with all of their might to catch the Warriors because they know that number 1 seed matters.
They very
Do
well
they not?
Yeah, of course it matters.
So, from that standpoint, yes, the Warriors look human, and the Rockets look as though they are a coming contender. But I look at this kind of like when people look at like the Avengers versus like Thanos, right? Like if you know anything about Marvel, like Thanos is like a big bad, right? And I'm not even that deep on the whole origins of it, but basically he is the equivalent of like just this unstoppable force, especially once he gets all of the rings in his thing, and then he just be finna everybody up and he can destroy worlds. The Warriors are still Thanos. And the Houston Rockets are coming together as the Avengers trying to defeat Thanos. Well, guess how many Avengers movies it is with the Avengers trying to defeat Thanos? Like 3 of them coming. 3 different movies. You know how many goddamn movies that is?
But they gonna beat him eventually.
Eventually. But that's a lot of goddamn movies.
Wait, really? So it's 3 more Avengers movies coming out?
Yeah.
3 more Avengers movies coming out? Jesus Christ.
It's like the Infinity Wars Part 1 and 2, and then there's one more after that.
That's hilarious.
So it's gonna take them 3 full ass 2.5 hour long movies to beat them. I don't see the Rockets doing it this year. Next year, maybe. Because the Warriors are starting to get to the point now where Iggy is like, they put the wrong bets on Iggy and Sean Livingston. And I get why they did it, but they put the wrong bets on them. And they could have made up the chemistry with other players that were better players rather than keeping those guys because of chemistry reasons. And I think that they still would have been fine. And nobody's resenting management or anything like that. We still winning and rerunning. But a hard decision need to be made. But this Rockets team is deep. Still, as I said with the Raptors in a segment earlier, with the Rockets, I have never seen Christopher Paul make it to a conference finals. I've seen James Harden make it to an NBA finals.
I'll see it this year.
I've seen James Harden make it to an NBA finals. But if the Houston Rockets have to play the Oklahoma City Thunder in the second round, they're going home. I said it before. I thought the Clippers would be there. Obviously, the Clippers situation was just like a hurricane, just like literally, just like a hurricane coming through and wrecking the whole shit. It don't even exist anymore. It's gone. So of course I was wrong about the Clippers thing. I will eat that crow. Come holler at me. But they're gonna have some tough tasks getting through the West. And I think all of the teams that play the Warriors the toughest are the teams that are gonna have to face each other before they get to the Warriors.
Yeah.
Because the Warriors beat the hell out of Minnesota and Portland whenever they play them. They gonna beat the hell out of the Spurs, period. No discussion. So the only 2 teams I see in the West as being actual real threats to the Warriors are the Thunder, because of the way PG plays. He's been balling. And the Rockets. But the Thunder and the Rockets might have to play each other. So if they do, I'm sorry. The Rockets going home.